No question presents itself more naturally to knowledge, uncorrupted by the will, than this. An infinity time has passed before my birth. What was I during this time? Metaphysically, I might perhaps be answered. I was always I. That is, all who during that time said I were just I. What we are? The straight answer is we don't know. Isn't that so weird that we don't know something so fundamental? I mean, it's understandable that we don't know the particularities of particle physics, but not knowing what we are? Asking what is I is asking what reality is. And that is because if there's no I, there's no reality. And I'm not referring to me in particular. But if there's no conscious entity in the universe that points to itself and thinks, I am, I exist, and there is no possibility in the future to originate one, there would be no universe, because there would be no one to acknowledge its existence. Actually, that is nothingness. Once there is a conscious being in the universe, then reality is not just what he's experiencing. It is also everything that transcends his senses. And to discover that is what we call unveiling reality. And that deep mystery in which we are enveloped also contains the answer to the question of what we are. From where can we depart to discover what reality is? We have almost no certainties. One of the few, if not the only one, is that we exist, that we are something, yet we don't know what. It is not that we don't know who we are. We may define ourselves in a biographical manner through our history and our psychological particularities, but we don't know what we are. We take for granted we are humans. But what does being a human mean? It means that we experience the surface of a planet from a body, not knowing what our purpose is, for us as individuals and for humanity as a whole. What do I mean by we don't know what we are? We exist. That's taken for granted. But we don't know if we exist as illusions or as a dream of some higher entity. If we want to know what we are, then we must know the totality. Because if we are a dream, we're the dream of some entity existing in the universe. So the final question is what is the universe and what is our origin and place in it? There's no actual way to know if we're an illusion. The best we can do is go with the flow, hoping this is real. The problem, that going with the flow is an irrational way of living, a purposeless life. And that lack of a rational purpose is the greatest problem of humanity these days. And it is important to make the distinction between a rational purpose and an irrational one, because biology provides us with some immediate biological needs we call purposes. Survive, eat well, live well, love, take care of our family. But if we don't question the very purpose of all of that, that short-sightedness is precisely what is causing the climate crisis of today. We may be real, but still, we don't know where we are going. Also, those irrational purposes are selfish because they don't take into account the problems of the world, just your personal and immediate needs. That is the importance of knowing what we are, as this is self-knowledge in its deepest form.